Hey, look, man, look. I know we usually be on here, kicking the shit and laughing and joking. I have a real serious topic that, I felt this was the perfect place for me to address this at.
No, we don't want to hear about the Cowboys.
It's not about the cow. I said a serious topic, bro. Come on now.
Right.
See, there you go again,
the Cowboys
bro.
are a joke. So
there you go again. Y'all with the y'all with the bull, bro. This is something that's
you know the Cowboys are a joke. So he wasn't talking about that.
Ha ha ha. Let's get the laughs in. I told y'all I'm about to go serious.
Joe, what you gotta say?
Scottie Pippen. You shut your mouth and you shut your mouth forever. Speaking on Michael Jordan in that way.
Oh, I was just looking at him like, what he got going on?
Man,
he's walking around here dressing like his teenage son.
No, he getting real weird right now. Yeah, I don't know what he got. I don't know what he got happening.
You don't know who bandwagon to hop on. Either he hates LeBron one week, he loves LeBron the next week. He's Jordan's best friend, and now he want to talk all this trash. I'm like,
man, Jordan paid the man the highest compliment. He said, if it wasn't for Scottie Pippen, it wouldn't be a Michael Jordan. Bro, no. Nobody else need to say anything else after that. Yeah. And that's the GOAT. And you heard what he said about me. Boom. That he can't do no wrong. This man, the Last Dance was a spotlight of him. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. What you doing?
Was the Last Dance not a spotlight for him? Like what that was supposed to be? What was it supposed to be?
I guess he thought it was supposed to be a team.
It was a Michael Jordan documentary.
Yeah.
It wasn't Michael Jordan. Scottie Pippen. Why is he mad? Like, what's he mad about?
I don't know. Bro, you had camera time. That's all you needed. Good. This man here, every day he putting out something new. Just the disrespect, man.
He gotta have a book coming out or something.
He do. He do. He really do.
Okay.
Speaking of books, y'all heard that Will Smith got that memoirs coming out? That dog. Hey, look.
Man, ain't nobody talking about Will Smith.
Will Smith, hold on. I'm glad you said his name. Will Smith, you shut the F up forever too. Like this, he's another one. What he got going on?
He got a book coming out. And Jada, look. First of all, y'all know how I feel about Will Smith, the actor. Favorite actor. But Will Smith, the person, that dude, I don't know what's going on, but I do know that if Will Smith was Jada Pinkett, if Will Smith was Tupac, Jada Pinkett wouldn't be doing half of this mess or talking half of this mess.
Might be too friendly.
She's so straight up taking his kindness for weakness.
Yeah.
He out here looking bad. He out here looking bad in these streets.
Real bad. Like
that dude.
You can't do that.
Hey, listen. Don't be Will Smith, fellas. Don't be Will Smith. Hashtag don't be Will Smith. Look, on that note, what they do, man, what they do. It's your boy Joe. We're back again with another episode of You Look Like a Podcast, episode 46. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, hit your bell, drop a comment, all that good stuff on YouTube. You know what I mean? Get them numbers jumping. Shout out to the lookers, man. We see y'all.
What up, lookers?
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Like at 1,500, right?
Yeah, we're knocking on 1,500. No, boom, we're right there. Right there. But y'all see, man, we got the fellas in the building with us or on the screen with us in some type of building. Yes, what's going on, my boy?
Man, ain't nothing, man. I was outside trying to get this grill set up. About to do some barbecuing.
Ooh, boy.
Lost track of time. I'm like, oh, shoot. We got to do this podcast. Let's go. I'm all late. I'm like, oh, shoot.
I might have to stop over there after the game. Dedrick, what's up, man?
You know me. I'm over here just chilling, enjoying the way the Jaguars are playing defense right now.
Oh yeah, they doing you proud. About 2 weeks ago, my boy was on here drinking, him stressed out.
And like you, I got a football game to go to today too for Joe.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. My man. Hey, that boy Dory, Dana on the run eating. Hi, Dana.
Hey, I was offended when you said everybody in some type of building. I'm in the automobile, sir.
Oh, yeah, my bad. My bad.
Account for me too.
On the move. Yes, sir. That's what's up, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Long live Big Norm. Long live Big Norm.
Big Norm.
You know, we shouting that hashtag for the homie. Always gonna be there over everybody's shoulder and floating around back there. You know what I mean? And as y'all can see, we got us an extra box on the screen with us. Bro, you in the building, right? Like, let me make sure you're in the building. Okay. Yes, sir. So we got Mr. Anthony Williams on the podcast with us, man. We appreciate your time, my brother.
I appreciate y'all having me out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, you know, what we like to do is bring people on that, you know, we can reach out to, we can get in contact with people that's making moves in their own way, doing their thing. Just bring them on and give them a little spotlight. Maybe somebody come across this episode and see what you got going on and they reach out to you and we get that connected that way. You know, that'll be mission accomplished on our end. So, like I said, we appreciate your time coming on and just kicking it with us.
Oh, yeah, man. Thank y'all. Definitely have me out.
So what you got going on? First of all, let people know how you connected to the show. That's what we like to do. Let our audience know how our guests are connected to the show, and then go ahead and jump into what you got going on. What's going on in your life right now? So
I was born in Memphis, but I was raised in Jacksonville, Duval County, in the building.
Duval.
Duval County in the building. So I went to school with the brothers, so we kind of always been connected, and in that kind of way, we don't have to talk every day, but that's kind of how I got connected. And then you hit me up the other day. And say, hey man, you come through and just kind of talk about what you got going on with your real estate business. So I was like, hey, let me know what time. I'm there. Y'all need some support, whatever you need me to tell you. I'm an open book with it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple with me.
That's what's up. So what so you mentioned the real estate business. What made you, was this like your first choice in a career move? Or
No. So I went to Florida State. I originally was gonna go to school. I was gonna do knee surgery. That was my plan in my brain anyway. Yeah. But then I started seeing how long I had to go to school. I'm like 16. I don't know if I'm ready for all that. You know what I'm saying?
45 before you
16 years, a little stretch, you know. So I just get money now. So anyway, my partner, I came up to Atlanta, and I don't know if y'all remember Mark Dorsey. His girlfriend was in this program, and it was neurophysiology. So basically, what my other company is we do surgery. I'm not the surgeon, so don't, if you fall out, bro, best I got. I'm telling you right now, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we do like spinal cord and brain surgeries. I don't do the surgery, but basically, if the surgery's going on right there, I tell the doctor, basically like operation, I tell them, hey, hit that, don't cut that, or else the person's gonna be paralyzed and we all gonna be in court. Yeah. So that's basically my first company. So I went to school there. So I still run that company. That's about 10 years old now. So that's kind of how I got started. First, initially, kind of getting into this hustle business thing. So maybe about 8-9 years ago, I was working for a company called Medtronic. I was a regional manager and I was like 20 some years old. And then I was like, man, I really don't like having no bosses. I'm just telling you that, be honest. I like do whatever I want to do, right? So I ended up starting a business doing that same thing. So right now we got 10 employees. I don't do surgery that much no more. They kind of do all the stuff and I kind of work the front office stuff. So that's kind of my first business. And then I got up with OJ. I don't know if y'all remember OJ Small. He went to school with us too. Yep. He was in real estate. So I always kind of want this thing to where I used to read Rich Dad Poor Dad. I was one of the first book I read that kind of make me feel like, hey man, I want to be rich one day. You know what I'm saying? But one of the main thing in there, you got to learn how to make money passively. And real estate apparently is like the number one way. So I went to OJ game one time and then he was like, man, you want to do real estate? I said, yeah, man, I need to get up into real estate. And then that's how I first got involved in it, was with him. He was like, hey, you got some money? And I was like, well, how much money we talking? He was like, 50 bands. I'm like, 50,000. But I was like,
that was
you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro.
that was when OJ had that NFL money.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm like 50,000. You know what I mean? I'm like, but you know what? I was like, you know what? I want to get in. I don't know nobody who going, you know, sometimes you got to pay to get in. So I was like, you know what? I can come up with 50. So I came up with 50. We end up flipping the house together. But really, I just kind of fronted the money, and then I was just empowering the deal. And then after that, I started flipping more houses. We started doing more and more deals together. Then I kind of broke off, started doing my thing in the A, and I was flipping houses in the A. So I was still running other business, flipping houses. Then maybe about 3 years ago, when the Super Bowl was here, I had went to a little real estate investor meeting, and a lady was like, hey, a lot of flippers in the building at that time. So we always flipping, you know, houses or whatever. She was like, yeah, you know, flipping houses is cool. You know, it's good to get your $30,000, $40,000 check at the table, even though you didn't work 6 months for it, right? So if you break it down by the month, you really didn't make that much money after you pay taxes, right? So and I was like, oh, man, she kind of right on that. She was like, y'all might want to consider keeping y'all stuff, because wealth is built by you holding your assets, not just getting them, fixing them up, and selling them to somebody else. But I was like, you know, traditional rentals didn't really thrill me, bro. Like, so I've been running my medical business now for 7, 8 years. $300 a door ain't really gonna help me out that much, right? Yeah. So I was like, she was like, y'all should look at this little Airbnb deal, right? So I had she did a little presentation on it. I was like, how much money are you making? $1,000, $1,500 a house. I'm like, well, that's a little different kind of money. You know what I'm saying? So then I was putting it out anyway. Super Bowl was coming. So I was like, well, I got to stage it anyway, put all, you know, sheets and, well, I ain't really no sheets and stuff, but, you know, make it look good so when people go see it. So anyway, I end up doing that. We rented out for Super Bowl, we rented out some more time, and I started saying, dang, man, people booking these houses. And it was just a simple little house. It wasn't nothing extravagant about it, right? So I was like, hey, so then at that point, I was with a partner at that time, so we ended up selling that house. So we sold that house, but then it kind of made me think, man, we got this little house. I can make it. I mean, on that time, I probably make like $3,000 in that house. That's probably what we was making per month. Now the mortgage in the house is like $900, so it's still.
Oh man, so,
you feel me?
Yeah.
So then I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna buy something bigger. So I ended up buying a 5-bedroom house in Atlanta and just had it just for Airbnb. And then from there, the rest history. So now I got 28 of them. So now it's a full time.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
He said 28 like, oh, I actually got 28. I went crazy. Got 28 of them.
Yeah.
I went breeze through that like. That's like what's name asking you for $50,000. That's the same thing. You just gonna say 28 of them. Okay.
Now I went crazy, man. I went crazy.
Airbnbs. What does do Airbnbs? Got a pool inside the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, those some nice Airbnbs.
Yeah, we going crazy now. You know, I was learning a lot at first. I took a lot of lumps with it. You know what I'm saying? But the good thing about Airbnb, literally anybody can do it. If you got an extra room in your house, you got an Airbnb if you want it, right? If you got a garage that you could make look nice, that's an Airbnb. People do tree houses, secondary houses. They do all kinds of stuff, right? And trust me, it's just a number thing. That's one thing I look at. Well, how much I'm gonna have to pay a month, and how much on top of that can I make? That spread is the only thing I'm looking at. In that point,
nowadays people prefer B&Bs over hotels.
Oh, for sure.
Because it feels more like a home,
right?
You know what I mean? And sometimes it's a lot cheaper too.
Yeah. Depending on, mine ain't the cheapest though. Yeah. I gotta be honest. I'm like I had a lot of friends and family hit me up and be like, hey, bro, I'm coming in town. You got a spot? I'm like, how many people you coming with? Like 3. I said, dog, you could find an apartment or somebody else cheaper than mine. I do a lot of houses though. You know what I'm saying? So my houses, I kind of price for larger groups. Most of my properties sleep between 12, and my biggest one here in Atlanta is 9-bedroom. We sleep 29 people in there.
Oh man,
kind of price for that. You feel me? So you coming in, you want to spend $300 for the weekend. Our cleaning fee is $400 on it. So
Yeah, you gonna have to go
it ain't gonna work for you, dog.
Yeah,
it ain't gonna work that good for you.
Do you have any houses or have started venturing into like I saw a lot of people do the whole glamping thing up in like the mountains and cabins and stuff up in the mountains in the Atlanta area. You started looking into something like that?
No, actually, man, my next venture right now, I'm in 4 different markets. I'm here in Atlanta, Macon, Warner Robins, Barnesville, which is all kind of hour or 2 south of Atlanta. I got a floor apartments in Louisville, so I got the whole floor in Louisville. And then I'm going into Jacksonville. Jacksonville open up. I got 3 houses coming in Jacksonville probably in the next 90 days. So that's gonna be kind of next market. And then really vacation spots where you're talking about on the water or something like that. I'm looking at a couple properties now that I want to kind of go over the top. Like I like doing kind of over the top stuff because it costs a lot of money up front. But trust me, you get into the right situation, it's a demographic that will pay. You know what I'm saying? And so I want to look at something on the water, something real special, like a retreat type area. So that way, you know, the right person come through, they just cut the check.
I feel you.
Yeah, for real.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Let me ask you this: the one that sleeps 29.
Mm-hmm.
What's that going for? I need to come to Atlanta for the weekend. Me and the family coming. What we looking at?
I got somebody in there right now. They came in for 3 days. They paid $6,000, so about $2,000 a night.
Okay, you know that ain't bad.
That ain't bad at all.
Ain't bad at all.
29 people.
29 people. That's not. Hey, that ain't bad at all.
No, it ain't. When you got a lot of people now, of course, no one really brings 29 people for the most part. Usually they got 10 to 12 dudes, but you got 10 to 12 dudes that relatively got some decent money coming in. Ain't no big deal. Like you right there, like these dudes come in, they want Sprinter vans, we'll give them Sprinter vans. They want chef, we'll give them chef. We kind of cater to that VIP Atlanta.
So is that all included in that price?
No.
That's a la carte. That's the baller. That's the baller.
Yeah. Listen.
The baller option.
If we can get what you want.
We provide upgrades.
As long as we can see that invoice and you straight with that, you're good, bro.
Look, I'm like, hey, I can do my own cooking. I can do my own.
Hey, listen.
I'm just thinking. I think we could feel that 29, like
family trip, like
how we get there
30 deep.
Just think. Though,
you see, when you talk about a lot of people, it ain't as crazy. People think sometimes they look at the sticker shot and say this $2,000, $3,000 a night, but look at all the people you could put in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's kind of how I kind of price my stuff. I don't really price it like. You know, I don't really do 1 and 2 bedroom things. That's why a lot of people who get on these things, they say, "Oh, I'm the Airbnb king," but your apartment is $1,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
my houses are $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 on the rent to the mortgage. You know what I'm saying? So I got to be able to charge more to make it make sense.
Yeah, that's dope.
Now, do you I know you had a couple of other people that we know that we're connected with. I know you had you offered the whole Airbnb flipping classes or whatnot. Are you still doing stuff like that?
So now, man, you know, I'm really we focusing in on, I do consulting now I do more one-on-one consulting, right? So I'll fly in, I usually charge somebody, like I'm getting ready to write a book now on Airbnb. I know a lot of people don't read books, but I think being, you know, writing books.
On Audible, I'll read it.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm the same way, really. I don't really read that many books, but you know, it's kind of cool just to have a book type situation. So I'm thinking about writing a book or providing a more in-depth course. Like, so a lot of people got courses out here, but I'm thinking about doing one just specialized in big houses. Most people who do this stuff, they're like, oh, I got 10 units. They got 10 little apartments, man.
Yeah.
I got a house with 10 basically little apartments in it. It's a 10-bedroom house. Right. Yeah. So it's a different game. It's a different strategy to it. You know what I mean? So just really focus on that big house thing, because that's where you can go crazy on the numbers. Sometimes people won't believe the kind of numbers we can hit on that side. You know what I'm saying? You kind of going big, but there's a lot more front loaded money too, though. So it ain't like you can go, most people with a 1-bedroom apartment, $3,000, you can have a whole apartment staged out, ready to go. And I expect you probably, depending on where you at, make $4,500 on it if you did something nice. but then I'll take a 9-bedroom house and then it costs me 40 grand to get stacked up, right? But on that house, we ain't doing 20 something. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah. Hey man, go ahead and give your how people can get in contact with you. If if you got a Facebook or IG.
Yeah, so I got a Facebook just under my name, just Anthony Williams. I know that's gonna be kind of hard to find, but yeah, that means
you got to click on the picture. You got to click on the picture and go to the profile and see if that's him.
I think I got a hat on there. I pretty much got a hat on all the time. What ball head do? You know what I'm saying? But then my website is www.galuxuryrentals.com. And then my Instagram, I don't check Instagram much, is Mr. Airbnb _boss hog. So that's my Instagram.
We're gonna get the executive producer to get all that dropped into the video, right. Do that like that. Hey, but fellas, man, look, I hate to do it, you know what I mean? Because this was a good one. This was definitely a good one. But, I got to get up out of here, man. I got to get up to this field. First round of the playoffs for us, so I go get on this sideline, man. I might tap back in. It depends on how loud the weight room is. When I get in there, I might tap back in. But hey, bro, we appreciate you. Y'all, keep doing the thing on the interview. Y'all go get an Airbnb from a man. Don't get the 29 bed, 29 sleeper.
Oh yeah, we gonna
book that. We going to Atlanta. So
they can book another day. They can book another day.
Yeah, book another day. There you go.
We got a lot of days out here now.
Right.
Hey, but I'm gonna holler at y'all boys, man.
All
right, Joe. Go ahead and get that done.
I'm about to jump off too. I know I gonna miss a lot. I might go back and watch this over. I've been talking to parents.
Yeah, go yell at them kids.
I don't yell. I make them run.
I don't yell. I just make them run.
All right, y'all boys.
All right, bro.
All right, now.
So, you still be hooping?
Absolutely not. Listen, dude. No. First of all, I got a bum knee. You know what I mean? So my knee can't handle it no more. So no, I can't hoop no more. I wish I'm like I don't really get jealous about a lot of stuff. But one thing I can be honest with, I get jealous with is seeing people run. I wish I could run. Like, you know how you drive down the street?
Yeah.
You was just running. Like, I'm telling you right now, I tell my girl, like, look, if it's fight or flight, I'm fighting. There ain't no option to fight. Like, we gonna have to get it down.
I can still run. I just
man,
not as fast as I used to, but I can still
run. Man, that's a blessing. You don't understand. Like the pain, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Man.
But I've had 2 knee surgeries and whatnot, but I still, like, my son be always trying to race me at football practice. I'm like, look,
you still do.
Easy on you.
And
I know when you turn 14, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. You better beat him while you can.
Exactly.
Yeah, beat him while you can. Yep.
Exactly. But yeah, we
So Anthony, are you venturing into other like rental things besides houses and Airbnbs, or?
I'm open to anything, right? So if something makes sense, something makes sense. But it's me more about, do we got the capacity to put a system around it? Because that's the thing about this. The way I've been, like I said, I've been doing this now. I guess April makes 3 years. So I had, 2.5 years ago, I have none. And then now we was able to scale up that quickly. But it's more about putting a system around it, right? So no matter what city I go to, I'm gonna have the same thing. I'm gonna have property managers. I'm gonna have maintenance people. I'm gonna have, cleaning teams. I'm gonna have all these different places, these things where we're at. Like, I'm not really interested in doing one of anything unless I'm already kind of got a system around that area, because just one little house here, just out, people say, well, would you want to do one in Texas? Not unless I can do 4, because then it could support the system, right?
Yeah.
So if it's just something different, something to do, and I can do it, cool, I do it. But if I can't, it's just one little thing, I'm just not gonna do something, because then it's not gonna be that good, because all the key metrics we need to make this thing successful, we ain't gonna be able to afford to do it, right? And I'm just not doing it just to say I got a glamping house, right? They ain't making no money. What we doing? You know, that's not good
I
business.
feel you. So
Yeah.
one thing, when you're doing the construction and you're doing all the demolition and all that good stuff, do you have in each city, do you have a company that you go through that you work with, or do you just hire them as you need it?
Man, listen, most of the time, like even now, since I kind of started, 2.5 years ago, and I kind of laid off rehabbing a lot. Like we still will rehab, but if I'm going to do the rehab, it's kind of the same team. I'm big on strategic partnerships, right?
Mhm.
That's why I like OJ. OJ, you
Yeah.
do rehabs. You know what I mean? I don't really do rehabs like that. I kind of do this space, right? I could teach you how to do this space. Might cost you a little bit, but I could teach you how to do this, right?
Yeah.
And then but you do that, right? So I believe in strategic partnership. That's the thing. A lot of times, it's not me doing everything, right? It's me saying, okay, I know you do this. Let's work out our deal. I'm good. And wherever I'm at, whatever part I'm at, if I'm in Jacksonville, these people doing it. If I'm in Macon or South Georgia, my team there, I got a team that can do it. If I'm here, I got guys I call here. It's not really it's me kind of, just, putting everybody together.
So
So that
for the most part, you look for properties that are pretty much ready to go. All you got to do is stage them and set them up, huh?
Yeah, I can be, but we can also rehab. So it's just a lot slower, right?
Yeah.
So I wasn't able to scale quickly by rehabbing all these houses. Some of the houses we rehab, some was already ready to go. Like I'm looking at a house now on the water. This house is ready to go. It costs too much money, but it's ready to go. So, but in that case, it's just numbers to me. It's just a matter of, okay, we might overpay a little bit right now because like I do a lot of stuff on real estate market. A lot of people say maybe you should buy right now, maybe you shouldn't. Interest rates are very low right now.
Yep.
One thing we know for sure, we don't know if the houses are gonna come down, but we know these interest rates definitely gonna go up.
Yeah.
Right, because it's time for them to turn up. So now, if that's the case, if we can find a break-even part where we say, hey, look, anything I buy now, we got to be planning on keeping 7 to 10 years.
Yeah.
Because if we plan on keeping it, if it go down some, I don't really care because I'm buying it for the purpose of cash flow.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing I've learned in this game is if you get enough cash flow, you retire. That's all retirement is. It's cash flow.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between flippers and people who understand cash flow. If I got 29, 28 different units paying me every month and consistently I can count on that, that's 28 different checks every month.
Yeah.
You feel me? So as long as them numbers got that spread and I'm not balling like Mayweather, I can do whatever I want to do, right? You see what I'm saying? So that's the whole
crazy.
Is
it's
that
crazy how the real estate market works. Being over here in Hawaii, I was watching the news yesterday, and they said that the median home, single family home in Hawaii is selling for $1 million. That's the median. That is like the average.
That's crazy.
That's so how big is that house? Like regular, like
get this. Our old landlord, she just sold her house for $1 million, $1,010,000.
Okay.
She bought it in 2007 for like $400,000.
Mm-hmm.
And she just sold it for $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
That house is 1,400 square feet. No central AC.
You don't really need it though.
Yes,
you got weather like
Hawaii.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
you tell me wintertime 85.
Yes,
you got perfect weather.
Look, it might be 85 outside, but guess what? If the house ain't well insulated,
okay.
It's gonna be 92 in the house.
Oh yeah, I'm out. I can't sleep in no hot boxes.
Nope,
look, even with the windows open.
Oh yeah,
it drops down to like 80.
Yeah,
80 ain't comfortable for me.
No. I'm out. I'm like a 65 sleeper. I sleep cold.
Look, I like it cold. My wife don't like it cold, so we came to an agreement. Like the house stays at about 74, 75 degrees.
Okay, that's bearable.
That's all right.
But that's in our new house. In our old house, like they only had wall units. The house that just sold for me only had wall units. Had a wall unit in every room. So we would have to keep those on, like on economy mode, so it would come on and circulate. But yeah, it was
$1 billion.
1,400 square feet.
You know
That's
what?
wild.
That's real estate though, man. Like in essence of real estate is about location, right? It's all it's about. And weather
and timing.
Yes, yeah, oh yeah, and timing. But ultimately, the right location will always support itself. It's like Atlanta, right? I'm here in Atlanta, and Atlanta is booming. It's growing like crazy. It's one of the things that attracted me to Atlanta from Jacksonville was I never seen so many people that look like us making money, right? We usually see doctors and lawyers type stuff like this. You know, these dudes riding up in phantoms on my ass. I'm like, what in the world? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want a furniture store. Like a furniture store. You know, you thinking like some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So Atlanta's one of them places where it doesn't have water, thankfully. Right? I always say that's one of the best things that happen in Atlanta, don't have water, because we got bad traffic. If we had water, it'll be over.
Oh man.
Oh God. It'll be over.
It'll be traffic all day, every day.
Yep.
It'd be like LA. LA just ridiculous like that too.
Only in the summertime though. It'd be too cool. It'd be too cold.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You know, our weather's not too conducive for it either, right?
Yeah.
So our weather is you really get all 4 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, in real estate, that's what it is. It's like, hey, if you want to be in a big city, it's like a place like New York. Do we ever expect New York to just fall off the map? You know what I'm saying? If you buy something in New York, if you can wait 10 years, it wouldn't be surprised if you pay $1 million, 1.2 now for this little box. It's $3 million.
That's not
right.
That's not surprising. That's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not surprising.
It's not even a long time frame.
No, exactly. We're talking about 10 years, bro. We out of school, what now? Coming on 20 years?
Yeah.
And you think about, you could have did that too. If we'd have been buying real estate right out of school right now, you'd be like,
man,
I
all 3 of us be retired.
Man, chilling, bro. Chilling.
Yeah, I kind of wish I would have. And this is like hindsight, right? You know,
always.
But you know, growing up, being from Jacksonville, you know, having that mindset, not really having a lot growing up. Then when I got in the military and was like, oh snap, I got this money in my pocket. Let me go.
The last thing you'll think about was investing.
Yeah,
investment.
Exactly. I just started investing like probably maybe 5-6 years ago.
Yeah,
but
that's not. If nobody taught you to do that,
yeah, exactly.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's just part of it. To me, it's us, even stuff like this, stuff like getting around to youth. The main thing, especially with the youth, man, like you got there. I think about all the money I wasted over the years. And now I'm like, I'm pretty frugal in most regards, right?
Yeah.
I'm glad the money I can attain now, if I'd have had that money 70 years ago, I have probably a row of Lambos. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know right now.
Oh, yeah.
I have at least 2 or 3 Lambos, like Lambo, Phantom. I love cars, you know what I'm saying? So I would have them sitting there, but I'm like, you know what? When I stack up the money, it's like, what else can I buy to make some more money? Yeah, I can always go get a car when I want to. But to me, if an opportunity come by, every time I can put $1 out there and it can bring back $2, that's the gain in me. That's what excites me, is saying, man, the money is making money. If I keep the money working, I don't have to work.
Speaking of cars, have you thought about going into the whole Turo rental?
Yes, you know, I have.
Because these rental companies are trying to chop people's necks off.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. I know over here, they're charging like $300 a day for Chevy Cruze.
Right. Because it's a big shortage on cars right now, right? So I have looked at actually my green Tesla. I put on there for a while, but I put on there for a lot of money, right? Yeah. Because I didn't want just anybody just ride my Tesla like that.
All right.
So you know, one way to keep it out, it's not right. Just put the price high, right? So, so anyway, I thought about it. It's just that it's such a different game. Like it's a dude here. I took his course. I think it's called Pushman Mitch. He got like 50-something cars or something like that. He a big player in that space. And it's money to be made. It's just it's a whole different system. You know, checking the cars in, checking them out. insurance is the biggest thing for that one is insurance. You gotta think like in my houses, we get stuff damaged, but it's like you broke a chair, you broke a TV, you stole something.
Yeah.
But with cars, completely smacked, like done.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a whole different beast. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
I can put a new chair in 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no big deal. I get paid for it. It is what it is, but I can keep working it. But if you smash my Lambo that I just bought, it's for
You
you
got
to
commission for a while. You're gonna be out of commission.
like think about it.
Make it
Now,
over.
lost some, that loss of money is serious. So it's just a game to me. Like I think it's interesting because I do love cars. It was like, man, I could have all these cars, but I can all have them for free. You know what I'm saying? Like I can use them when I want to. It's not like I'm gonna be driving every day, but I can.
Yeah.
Right. It's just, I don't know. I don't know about the game deep enough to go yeah or no to it. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Yeah.
But-
When I saw you, I'm like, I don't know why we hadn't reached out to you earlier to come on the show or whatnot, but everything happens for a reason, and we appreciate it.
Yeah,
Man. I appreciate it, man. The one thing about one passion I love is investing. I love, because, and I love talking about it. As you see, I don't need no damn script. It's just because it's a situation where if more of us learn to do this and get in that same, it's not for everybody. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you don't have to be a full-time investor or whatever, but you need to learn how to invest something, because if you don't learn to make money work, your ass better work.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. So one day you can't work. Well, if something happens, you can't work, right? So get to a point where you learn how to make that money work. And then at that point, hey, things kind of can open up for you, because it's nothing like waking up in the morning and you just clap, 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 clap. You're like, dang.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It become addictive, man. It really do.
Yeah.
That's one thing about, that's why I am glad that I did choose to go into the military.
Yeah.
And go ahead and retire and do the full 20 and all that stuff, because it's a guaranteed paycheck for the rest of my life.
All you gotta do is keep living, man.
All I got to do
That's it.
As long as you wake up, you getting paid. Like my dad.
Yeah.
And really in reality, man, that's kind of one of the things, like the military, it means something to me. My dad, he 30-year military, retired Navy. And right now, he told me, like when I was running my business 5-6 years ago, me and my business partner, we have a good year. We'll go buy Rolexes, buy stupid stuff, right?
Yeah.
He was like, dude, you running a business, right? He was like, businesses are good, but business also have slow time. A lot of people business go out of business, right?
Yeah.
But he was like, so what are you going to do about retirement? Because you run a business, you make money, but if you don't set nothing up for retirement, you always going to have to hustle.
Yep.
He said it to me, and I was kind of like, this is before I had a house, right? Before I owned anything. And I was like, you know what? That's a little scary. I couldn't imagine going back to work. My dad said, you've been retired for like 10 years. You always just do whatever you want to do, because I've been running the business. But in that case, I kind of stuck with me. I had an opportunity to get into real estate. And then now it's just, I'm always trying to, if I want something, I say, okay, like I always talk about lamb, I'm probably gonna buy one, right?
Yeah.
But I can't see myself. I'll just be honest. But
hey, low key flex.
But no, I can't see myself spending no $3,500 a month on a car.
Yeah.
Right.
My mentality is like this.
You
Okay.
gotta buy cash.
No.
Hey, crazy.
Is you crazy? Absolutely. That's not how I invest out. What I say is this. Okay. The lamb 3,500. Let me go find something that can make me 10,000 a month
with that 3,500.
And no, let me buy something that, and then now at this point, if I got a house or 2 houses that can make 10,000 a month, now if you still really want that lamb, the house is paying for the lamb.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not me.
That's it.
Guess what? I'm no longer emotional about it. Like we get emotional about this material stuff because you out here working so hard for it. You spending your last dime. So you don't want nobody to touch it. Don't sit in it. Don't look at it too hard. You know what I mean? Because you really can't afford it like that. But if you get something else to pay for it, like, bro, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really not emotional. I mean, I like it, but like I'm waking up working for it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. Yeah. And something else paid for. An asset pay for liabilities. I'm big on, hey, if I really want another liability, I need to get another asset to pay for it.
That's what's up. That's
Yep.
what's up. So how much do you charge for like one-on-one consultations? How much is your going rate for that? You said you
So my going rate right now for one-on-one consultation is about $7,500.
okay.
Right. So I fly in for a weekend, and I basically, it ain't for everybody. I tell people all the time, I do a lot of one-on-one because I want to be in there and say, hey, look, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna look at the property and say, hey, yeah, when I'm in here, this thing feel good, or we need to change this, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I don't want to just be doing no virtual stuff and then it don't really hit like it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that I can see it myself. I'm gonna spend my time with you. You're gonna talk to me and I'm like, hey, whatever it is, do this, do this, do this. That's one thing about it. I took a lot of butt whoopings in this game. I done had houses got shut down and had bad neighbors. So it's all this kind of stuff that I assess when I'm going and doing that. So that's kind of really what you're paying for more than anything is that time. But in that regard, I wish I could have paid somebody for myself because it probably would have put me in a faster position. Yeah. That's all it's really about. A lot of times when you come to paying consultants, I went to a conference actually about 2 weeks ago. Now when I was telling you about San Antonio, I don't know, it's costing about $10,000 for the conference. It was a short-term rental conference though. But I'm in there and I'm learning from people. I got 28 units. They got 700. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you learn from these people. It's like I go in there and I'm like, oh snap, I could do that. Well, I could do this. You know what I'm saying? Like these boys been doing this for 30 years. They don't run Airbnbs, they run short-term rentals, and they doing this thing. They doing a lot of property management stuff, but they give you so many ideas to where I can expand my brand, expand what I'm doing. So that's what I'm paying for. Just one or two good ideas, man, can have you out here.
Knowledge is priceless.
That's everything.
Yeah. Man, it's so good seeing a brother that I know doing big things like this and spread his knowledge to help people do things. It's a great feeling to see this generational wealth being built up and like something that we never had when we were growing up. So this is a great service.
Oh yeah, hey man, listen, I love it. It's what we got to do. We all need, each one should always teach one, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. If I know something, I don't know nothing about podcasting. That's y'all lane. You know what I mean? I want to start a party. I'm like, hey, look, what you think about this? What should I do about this? Somebody else got a whole another lane. It's not, people always want to do everything. They're like, oh, I can just do it myself. Yeah, you can. But I'm sure y'all, and it's time for y'all to build up. I'm sure y'all done took a lot of butt whoopings. Learn. Oh, yeah. That's what part of the game is.
Like when I was in the military, people will always say it's easier. It's always harder if you're trying to accomplish something by recreating the wheel. Don't recreate something that someone has already created.
Nope.
You know what I mean? You can't. You think GM had to recreate the car because Ford made them? You know what I mean? No, they just went off that same platform, that same diagram, and built it from there. And I think that's like that's like when you say you got your strategic partnerships, that's what that's all about. Like reaching out, hey, I know this guy, he can he's great at doing drywalls.
Right.
So I'm gonna reach out to him. And the more I reach out to him, maybe he might see a property and say, hey, this might look good. This might be good for you. You know what I mean? Yep. And it works its way around.
That's how it works, man. And that's the thing about it. It's just being straight up with people. People charge their price. Don't mean, charge you your fair price. I ain't saying don't overcharge me, but don't undercharge me either. You know what I mean? Because you are running the business, right? The same thing I tell you all the time. I don't need no major hookup deal. You know what I mean? If I'm going to repeat business, we might even talk then. But on some straight up stuff, man, what's your price? You know what I mean? If it's worth it to me, I'm gonna pay it. Yeah, it's that simple. So you doing that and just getting people, especially us, just in that same mentality of, man, we go to Gucci and you don't flinch on the price.
Yeah,
so right. Dude here gonna spend his time and do all this stuff with you, teach you the game that's gonna make you, who knows, man. I do a lot of so these people lives have changed. Like we talking about literally, they were making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month. and now they're making $10,000-$12,000 a month.
Yeah.
That's huge. You know
That's
what I
big.
mean? Like that's huge.
That is huge.
Now your kid can go to that school.
Yeah.
Now you can get out of debt. Now you can invest because you got extra leverage. That's huge. So just teaching people that kind of stuff, that's what your imprint in life gonna be. It ain't about you standing on the throne being I'm the biggest, whatever. Because I always tell people all the time, man, look up, bro. Like I don't never look up and say I'm the biggest person around. I go to places where I'm the little dog. You know what I'm saying? Where I got 28, they like I got 700. I'm like, I put you on me. I ain't hating on him. I'm hating on the person that can run because I want to run. So now I gotta get a fast car so I can just outblow your ass out. But somebody got 700. I'm like, hey man, so how we do that? What's your consulting fee?
Mm-hmm.
If I want to learn how to expand my brand, I want to learn from you because this dude pulling up in private jets.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, I'm just trying to get a little car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So if there was one piece of advice you want to give the listeners to investing in properties or investing in themselves, what would it be? On the road to success, what do you think is a piece of advice that you could give somebody that can motivate them to jump in and take the risk?
We talking about just period, just in life, just investing
in life,
whatever. Right. I would say seek a mentor first, paid or unpaid, it doesn't matter, right? But then the number one thing out there is take action.
Yeah.
You say knowledge is powerful, but that's not really true. Knowledge is powerful when it's applied. Sometimes you tell people all this stuff, you literally, like you said, you bring a horse to water, whatever the saying is.
Yeah.
You can't make them drink. You have to take action. Like so many people sit here, they'll learn all this stuff, and so many people will learn the ins and outs. They know more than me, but they ain't never bought a couch to put in the Airbnb because they want to learn every little thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, shoot the ball. It's like we playing sports. When you get that ball and you open, shoot it.
Yeah.
Right.
Shoot the ball. If you miss,
take your shot.
Shoot the ball.
Yeah.
So many people just gotta learn. Like that's why I think action is one of them things that you got to do. Like so many people want to talk. They theorists, man. I tell people all the time, don't be a theorist. I don't care what you did in theory. I don't care how many Airbnbs you say you can do. How many you got? Can we go to them? No, in theory, this is how I go. Charlotte, I ain't trying to hear all that. Let's go there now. If you can't do that, then you need to shut up and learn and shoot. So take action, seek a mentor, learn as much as you can, but then just move, man. Like sometimes movement does something. You know what I'm saying? Like when you start doing something and spend some money on something, it's amazing what happens when you spend a little change on something. When you go and buy all this furniture, all of a sudden you think, I got to make this work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ain't no turning back now. No turning back.
I'm still,
Yeah.
So that's the thing. That's what I would say. Anything, man. Learn, seek a mentor, and bruh, shoot that ball. I ain't saying go shoot every little ball out here. That's why I say the first part you gotta learn. Because every deal ain't no good deal. People call me all the time, hey, man, you wanna do this, you wanna do this. I don't know nothing about it. Like you talking about Toro stuff. I ain't that familiar with it. And if I ain't ready to shoot or I ain't really ready to dive in on that, I ain't gonna do it. So, but when I'm ready to go, I'm shooting.
Yeah.
Miss, I miss, but I'm shooting.
That's what's up, bro. Hey, we appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. I appreciate y'all having me, man, for sure.
Time and the information that you gave us. And
go ahead and plug your info.
Your info one more time.
All right. Like I told you, my Instagram, I want to make sure this right, is Mr. Airbnb _Boss Hog. But don't check it. Anthony Williams on Facebook. Good luck finding that. But then most importantly is www.galuxuryrealms.com. That's my site. Actually, my contact information is through there. So you can get in contact with me, need a house, need some consulting, want to learn something, just hit me up, man. I try to be a pretty open book. I'm busy, but at the same time, somebody come through there, you're listening, I'll definitely share whatever love I can.
All right, that's what's up.
All right.
It's all love over here, man.
Oh,
we
yeah.
really appreciate this
Oh no, I appreciate
on
y'all.
our podcast and spitting all this knowledge, man.
Oh man,
About to
That's
make
what
me
it's
go.
about.
About to make me drop that 50K.
Yeah, no, you got to do 50. Hold on with bedroom, dog. You ain't got to do 50,000. I wouldn't say you go out there and jump to 50,000. Let's just like, hey, I want to jump all the way in. You did all there.
I'm shooting a little ball. I'm shooting a little Fisher Price. Little Fisher Price ball.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, all right, bro. Hey, good seeing you. Good talking.
Right.
And we appreciate your time.
All right.
We'll be in touch. We'll be in touch.
All right, for sure. Appreciate it, man.
All right, bro, man.
All right, thank y'all.
All right, now.
All right, now.
Yeah. Making big moves.
Yeah, you're making big news.
That's pretty awesome, man. Glad to see.
I think it was pretty good episode, pretty good interview.
Yeah,
We didn't expect it, but hey, when the interview is going good, it's going good.
Yeah, we just let it roll, man. We spit knowledge, and people gonna learn from this one. This gonna be very informative.
Yeah,
Like he said, shoot your shot, take that leap.
yeah,
You got the knowledge to back it up. Go ahead and take it. Like,
Exactly.
I ain't.
exactly. And with that being said, hey, we ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer. Hey, this
Yeah, that was
the podcast, episode 46.
that was a good one right there.
Yep. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share, and comment. Let us know how y'all feel on the content. Also, just let us know what we can do better, what we can improve at. You know what I mean? Because I believe all criticism is good criticism.
Yeah, we take it and roll. We'll always get better no matter what happens.
Yep.
We'll try to do better.
So
We
with
try to
that
hurt
being
no
said,
feelings, but you might hurt feelings.
Hey, my
Hey,
feelings don't get hurt. So.
and mine don't either.
So with that being said, hey, you look like a podcast.
Yeah.
46. Peace.